organically come up with the topics or information that they're going to do. Other programs can sometimes, they like to self-select maybe a topic or an issue. What I would say, I've seen it successful in both ways. I prefer to put together programs that have a guided direction to them. And more guided, the less experienced the student is. So for instance, I can give examples from my positioning at the nonprofit. We were an arts-based service learning program. So what we did was large-scale murals, photography projects, and whatnot. So what we would do is we would choose the medium, what type of art they would be doing, so that we could find the artist that we were going to work with. And then we would usually try to kind of narrow down very quickly for the students 4 or 5 different topic areas and allow them to do some exploration in those areas. And they were usually based off interest, what the students had to express some interest around. But the key, I think, to choosing an issue or a topic that you're going to do a service learning project around is to what degree are you infusing the curriculum into it? Is the curriculum the service? So for in our case, the art was the service. In this case, the geology, the political background of national parks was not necessarily specifically the service. If the curricular object is the service, then you're going to do a little more self-selecting, I would say. But if you have more free reign, then I think it just depends on the level of experience of the students themselves.
And if I can ask a follow-up question. So for high school students, and our program is college readiness, do you see benefit in students, if staff, again, chose about 6 different projects that students can choose from, and students choose them based on what they may be interested in pursuing in higher ed?
Yeah, I see great benefit in that. One thing I'll say about engaging a high school group in service learning, especially high schoolers like our population that we work with, is that a lot of them come from this idea of a deficit model, that they don't have any control or power or ability to make change in the world. And ultimately, we want to reverse that because really their story and the struggles they've gone through are far above and beyond anything that I have dealt with. I've heard so many stories from students, and we need to give them some power around telling that story and getting it out there, and I think you can do that through a great service learning program. And if you're working on college readiness, what better way than to have them work within their smaller community to share with the larger community what it means to be a college-ready high schooler. So there's any number of projects I can see involved there. Yeah.
Thank you.